Welcome back, guys, for today's video. Okay, guys, today we are focusing on the self-training and how to get the best benefits from your self-training. One of the ways to train, I recommend you, I already recorded a video about that, but let's repeat. First, you just focus on the patterns recognition before you go deeper in calculation. It will make your brain faster, you will calculate faster, and you won't miss simple tactics in your calculation. So let's go. So all of you need pattern recognition, all of you need a lot of reps of the simple tactics, basics. You train basics and with a lot of repetitions to make sure you will never miss it. As Bruce Lee said, train not till you can do it right, but till you can't go wrong. So lichess is a little bit glitchy, so we start again. Come on, dude, what are you? Remember, guys, when things go wrong, keep your mind in peace and be happy.
10, 9, 8,
Yeah. And
7, 6,
not only be happy,
5,
find the solution.
4, 3, 2, 1,
Okay.
0.
Let's go. I do not understand where pawns go this way. Okay, it doesn't matter. There's skewer, there is... Like, what am I missing? Rook f3, rook g3, and it's winning, yeah? Okay, let's pass pawn. Hanging piece, right? F7, yeah? Check. This one is good. Took me a few seconds to spot it. That's mean buzzer is good. That's mean I cannot spot it in a split of second. Oops. Yeah, my mouse skills are very poor, so that's a big constraint for me. Let's just checkmate. Come on. Faster. Speed up. This d3, bc5 or bc5? bc5, bd3, right? You have to put it. I blocked it. Yeah, rook f4 probably with idea. Come on, okay. I got this. Okay, I'm messing things up. Like my queen is hanging here. Oh. Yeah. That's poor by me. Okay, keep going. Keep going. Yeah, okay. So it's good to check what am I missing, because basically, as I said, what did I miss are the most important points. Usually I emphasize this puzzle. I missed something very simple. I would... G3, of course I saw rook f8 and bd3, yeah. But I didn't like bc5 because of bd3, but I didn't check rook f4. And after king f1, probably bb4, yeah. No, it's not that simple because many candidates moves. Did I miss something very simple? d3 is wrong because of rook f8. bc5, I didn't like bd3, what's wrong? And rook f4 after that? No, it's too hard. Rook f4 is obvious move, and bb4, rook f1. b2, g3, this one. Rook takes e4, king f1, I guess. Otherwise, it's rook f1, bc5, or rook f1, d3. And after bb4, be2, g3 is winning. But that's not what computer would play on this level. I guess after rook f4, he will make some stupid move like rook f8, king f8, and yeah. It's not... It's just a little bit harder puzzle than 1400. It's just computer most likely will play stupid defense. Yeah, and it took me a while to figure out what is better, bc5, g3, or rook f4. It's not at least 3 candidates moves, and then also needs to spend time to figure out about bishop b4 and d3. Okay, this one. I played rook f1, I was just guessing, yeah. Rook h3, rook b3 obviously is winning, and this one, I take queen f1 because I was just thinking it's about intermediate move. My queen is hanging, his queen is hanging, so I take the rook and then I take the queen, which is quite logical, but he has huge material advantage and it was thrown, and it's about razor queen d5, removing queen with the check and then taking his queen, and if he plays queen f3, knight e3, queen f3. Okay, but it's something to think for a little, like, yeah, for a split of second more, and because this is about speed training, not about accuracy training. I probably
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
yeah, I probably
4,
didn't went
3,
on much. Like,
2,
I'm guessing was not
1,
by strategy.
0.
So, oh god, this is very bad by me. I mean, come on. Okay, like guys, when things go wrong, keep your mind in peace and keep going, no matter what. Yeah.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Yeah, but this is
4,
something like
3,
I push my
2,
mouse a little bit
1,
on
0.
another square, and it's common problem. Yeah. Kiev, 4, 23. A lot of candidates not so right. So I can just take horse, and I guess it's good. But as I said, it's guessing most of the time. But understand, when you really calculate, you're not guessing most of the time. You just really check everything carefully. So this one is hanging. There are many ways to win. This one is hanging. But you also must be able to speed up. Like speed is not first thing you need to train. You need first to show you need to train rather to do things right than to speed up. But we cannot reject speed in modern chess. It's just unbelievably important. I mean, it's everything in modern chess. If you're faster, you're winning. This is very simple. And yeah, it's a chess skill to be quick on the clock, to be fast on the clock. It's the same chess skill as, let's say, positional understanding or tactical awareness. That's important. There's strategy. Yeah. So you train yourself to speed up your brain first. Yeah.
10,
In this
9, 8,
this is very good, and you
7,
train patterns
6,
recognition, simple
5,
tactics, spot them very
4,
quickly.
3,
Then when you
2,
solve,
1,
when you calculate
0.
and solve your puzzle, you won't miss these simple tactics, at least so often. You still may miss them, but not that. This one, I mean, is any? Oh, yeah, let's check my mouse. Also, you train your mouse skill. If you see, I always make mouse sleep. So for me, mouse skill is main constraint. Like because I simply slower on the mouse than most of my opponents, and it can give me a lot if I can simply speed up. This is not that easy to evaluate, by the way. Yeah, king h5 and rook h4 after that. But computers simply, oh, I messed things up. Computers simply misvaluate this puzzle because you need to see king h5 and king h5 and rook h4 in Dwarf Frencher's end. And this is not simple. This is not a beginner's puzzle level. I mean, it's beginners, but it's quite advanced beginners, I would say. So c8 is the root square. right? Oh, knight f2, take it, knight to back. Okay, I'm talking also, but I'm trying to explain things. Okay, let's use something when we can talk. It's already 2000 rated puzzle. It's a little bit already something to see. We notice rook is hanging piece because there is objectively one attack already. Queen and king are always tactical weaknesses. If he moves this way, and what made me miss a5 is tactical weakness. And basically he wants to run to c file because if he runs this file there is rook e1. We need to be aware of tactics with let's say sacrifice queen push and rook d1 as defensive ideas. And yeah, he wants to run this way. Can we just win the rook? Like if he plays king c7, let's say b6 decoy, and king c6, queen c8, and king b6, rook b7, is it winning or not? Uh, this is out of checks. He has no effective checks, and we have attack on the king. And if he pushes c2, most likely we can find double attack to win this pawn. So I assume this is, and this is winning. Yeah, c2, this. There is some ways to grab this pawn and checkmate the king, most likely. I may be wrong, but let's play it. Am I missing something? There is queen c8, queen f8, rook d7 candidate moves. But in this case, rook c7, rook e7, queen e7, I need to think about something. Let's just grab the rook. Yeah, here we simply can checkmate the king. This is tactical weakness, if you will, not notice more details in the position, but let's move to something more interesting. I highly recommend you to notice tactical weaknesses. One attack, one defense. This is tactical weakness. Back rank is tactical weakness. Rook c8 is indirect tactical weakness because one attack, one defense. I can bring indirectly rook to attack already. So c8 is tactical weakness. e7 is forkable square, what you need to see. And yeah, because of these factors, automatically we see attacking this, and win the game. You need to check what is the main defensive idea. If it's more serious puzzle, you need to check e5 counter-attacking idea. And after, let's say, rook e5, maybe there is some ways to bring bishop back and attack my rook and attack the defend the rook, but the problem is after rook takes c8, bishop takes c8, there is rook a8 knight. Yeah, but because it's just 2000 rated puzzle, and I assume I just know it won't work because it's 2000 rated puzzle. Like some cool defensive ideas like this, it's already higher rated puzzles. This is kind of cheating, you know. So okay. Let's go for this. He plays this way, but now this is simply winning. Is it? 97, 95, if I will. I mean, yeah, there is many ways to win. Many ways to win. Yeah, he probably will suck back, but this is weak, the rank is weak, and these pawns are doubled, but they will help to create fast pawn very quickly. Okay, so this is tactical weakness, one attack, one defense. This is tactical weakness, one attack, one defense. Queen is always tactical weakness. The king and square surround the tactical weaknesses. A4 is hanging piece, and basically it's just simple fork. But the more details you can notice, the better for you. And you see simple fork, but you question yourself, what is the main defensive idea? Anyway, yes, train yourself to check queen e2, queen e2. I don't see anything like king h2, h1, knight takes c3, and at very least train yourself to ask question, what is the main defensive idea? and check it. If you don't see it, just wait, boom, boom. And before executing move, guys, again, what am I missing? Question yourself, am I missing something simple? Maybe there is something stronger. If you say a good move, look for a better one. Maybe I can checkmate instead of winning the rook. Because in the puzzle, yes, it's knight c3, yes. But in real game, you may miss. There may be multiple options to win the game, and you may miss the way to win games simpler. That's the difference between puzzle and real game. So, and of course, in real game, you want to win in the simplest way. Okay. Hmm. So, queen objectively defended only by the horse because after check he has to move the queen. So its tactical weakness c3 is at one attack, one defense. Tactical weakness. Queen is always overloaded piece, so see the ways to uh, attack the queen to to hello. What's going on with my brain? What's wrong? So these are ways to attack the queen. Okay, guys, it's tactical weakness. It's overloaded pieces. Everything, all the hell is wrong with the queens, guys. Like in real life, by the way. Okay, uh, so h2 is just kings. Okay, so candidates moves objectively. Just we must check checks. We must check this and. What am I missing? Am I missing something simple? What's wrong with me? Yeah, queen is tactical weakness. Yes, this way is maybe interesting because this, and this. Uh, oh, oh, wait, it's defend. I mean, I saw it from the beginning. It's defended by the horse. So this possibility also exists, and interesting. Discovered. This is nice. And, this is we call it. Uh, we call it like when you stay behind the pawn. Yes, it's there's clear definition of this trick. It's discovered attack, but it's also when you put piece like let's say I would put my queen on h6. Yes, with the idea to remove my bishop, remove my. This is. I mean, this is already discovered attack when you play e5, but when you put your piece to behind the pawn and behind the bishop to play discovered attack. This tactic, how do we call it? I don't remember, but the name is like how do we call it? Let me check with AI. How do we call? Well, I checked it before in in chess in English. In Russian we call it засаду. Setting a trap, laying an ambush, laying an ambush. Okay. Laying an ambush I actually very like, yeah. Yeah, discovered attack, setting the trap, setting discovered attack you can call. Laying in ambush I really like this, yeah. And by the way, AI gave me a different response before that. Maybe something like latent attack or something like that. Like, yeah. Okay, but you need to name it to see the patterns. Make sure there is no background issue. So this is most likely driving the horse. And why is it not winning? Probably, probably it's winning. Yeah, he can kind of play knight c4 or king d5, but too many pawns. Yeah. Knight d5 I didn't see, by the way, something worse. So again, hangs like indirectly one attack, one defense. It hangs. There is forkable square on f3. There is there is way to bring the rook to attack, and this is also tactical weakness. One attack, one defense. Basically, it's just simple calculation. Like this. He cannot play king d2 because of this pinning the rook. If he takes the rook, take the rook. A1 is king in piece, by the way, which is cool to notice. And if he takes here, to simply knight f3 and oh wait. Let me think for a second. King c3, yeah. Am I missing something simple? Rook 1. Rook 1, rook g1, rook g1, knight f3, and knight g1. Yeah, it's correct. Okay. So this one is hanging piece, and this one is hanging piece. From the tactical view, these are tactical weaknesses. And yeah, something to see. It seems like horse is defended by many objects, but there are ways to disconnect opponent's pieces, right? Yeah, and bring my pieces to attack. Let's see how does it work. Check, and he cannot play king d1 because of rook e1. So trade the rooks -1. So you see, this is by the way, beautiful example of hanging piece. Two attacks, two defense. One attack, one defense. Yes, it's already hanging piece. There is two defense, one attack. It's still hanging piece because check, trade the rook, remove one, and one attack, one defense is hanging piece. For those of you who do not understand why do I say one attack, one defense is hanging piece, because of this takes. I mean, this example is amazing. Yes, one attack, one defense. It hangs. One attack, one defense is equal like undefended piece from the tactical point of view. Two attacks, two attacks, two defense, it also hanging piece. Five attacks, five defense, no matter how many, it's also hanging piece. So this is great example to illustrate you this concept, which I'm talking about all the time, but yeah. Okay, continue. G3 is tactical weakness because indirectly it's already one attack, one defense. Yeah, king is always tactical weakness. G1 is checkmating square. Weak square. What else? E2 is all the ways without obstacles. You see, like you see this way to bring rook to attack. You see this way to bring rook to attack. So it's better to unlock your brain to see all the files without obstacles on the way. I mean, even you can attack from a fade square. For brain unlocking, it's very important to see these ideas. Yeah, and this file you see without seeing obstacles on the way, and this file you see without seeing obstacles on the way too. It's important. This tactical weakness, this tactical weakness, important squares. Bishop is indirectly maybe hanging in some point. G3 is weakness, positional and tactical, and rook is potentially hanging piece because it's defended one attack, one defense. Not potentially hanging piece. Train yourself to understand one attack, one defense. No matter what is hanging piece. An example: one attack, one defense. This is hanging pawn. An example. This one, this is beautiful. Yeah, like this is hanging pawn. Like two defense, yes, but the queen is bad defender. It's always overloaded. It can move somewhere, yes. One attack, one defense, hanging pawn. It's important because if you understand this, you basically never miss many hidden ideas. Okay, but I think it's razor positional puzzle because you simply can bring pieces to attack Weakness? Oh no, I'm missing counterplay. Okay. Missing opponent's ideas, no good. Okay. Now this one. This. But by the way, very easy to see if you understand tactical weaknesses. G3 tactical weakness, one attack, one defense. H4 tactical weakness, we all noticed it. One attack, one defense, and boom, 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 boom. Just check main defensive idea, and you cover important square, important checkable squares from H4 square also, and you're winning. Boom, 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 boom. Quite beautiful puzzle from the point of view of seeing tactical weaknesses. Okay, and one more puzzle and we'll move to some a little bit more with a complex calculation. But for most of you, this is already enough. Pattern recognition, train basics as much as you can, and more and more basics, guys. There is checkmate on g7 because you need to notice squares around the king. They are weak. h6, one attack, one defense, and see multiple pieces on one square. You may don't see. You train yourself to see h1 square. You can put your king on h1, maybe it's king safety. You can keep the rook on h1. You can also put your queen on h1. You see your multiple pieces on one square. And again, seeing the ways to attack without obstacles, you don't see h7 square here, all the file, because there is the pawn. And you don't see your queen on h1 because there is the rook. But guys, the reason I can see it instantly, because I train myself, I retrain my brain, I explain to my brain again and again. I can put any of my pieces on h1 square, my brain. Please listen to me. And I repeat it thousands of times again and again and again. Very boring job, but it works. And I train my brain to say, okay, there is no obstacles, see the goals, pay attention to the goals, not to the obstacles, and I can attack F file here, let's say, because there are many obstacles on the way. I can attack G file despite of obstacles on the way. I can attack, yeah, I can attack whatever this way. I can attack this way. I can attack, and an example. Let's say I can attack this diagonal where is 2 pawns. Yes, like this. When it makes more sense, it's more better. But in this particular case, it's exactly makes a lot of sense. All the things I'm trying to explain you can spot very quickly based on. Yeah, you can notice more this and this and these are tactical weaknesses. Also, this is hanging. This is tactical weakness and squares around the king. Okay, come on, let's go. And so now we move to super advanced level. And if you guys don't want to learn about super advanced chess, you can just stop watching this video. It's good enough for you. Basics are the most important for you. And for those of you, an example, who do not understand which hell we will face now, you may think, oh, take this, and win the game. Let's go, just play it. No, guys, it's not going to be that simple. Okay, slow down now. After you solving simple tactics, if you go to the important puzzle, hard puzzle, you need to slow down because your simple ideas won't work. So, first of all, we need to evaluate position in this scenario because we need to understand what is good enough to win. So black is down a bishop and equal amount of pawns, if I get it right, and basically possibility to take rook c3 and get equal material and attack on the king. And why is it not winning? One of the most important questions when you see position like this, ask why is it not winning? He probably can take with the king. There's some counterplay on this diagonal, so we need to be careful. Yes. Let's notice what do we see. A2, C2 are tactical weaknesses. Squares around the king, C3, B2, probably important squares because these squares attack twice and defended twice. It's already tactical weakness. This is very, it's not tactical weakness, it's king in piece because there are already two indirect attacks. Uh, yeah, H1 is king in piece. Guys, it's important because if you just solve puzzle, you can miss H1 is hanging and you will go around and don't see H1 is hanging in some lines and yeah, noticing tactical weaknesses is important. D1, by the way, is hanging piece because after rook c3, king c3 is just undefended by anything, unprotected, undefended. Yeah, it's also good to say. And H6 potentially tactical weakness if we grasp this, or some ways to have in one attack already. Multiple horse jumps. From the counter play, we need to see this diagonal. This probably tactical weakness if your horse will jump somewhere. Uh, yeah, from the side of king safety, we need to understand if we can move bishop, yes, and put king on h8, it may become just winning position. Because this is the main counterplay. If you can somehow with the tempos remove your bishop and play king h8, GG, why not? You can simply move pieces around and win the game. So my evaluation is if I can put my king on h8, I win the game. This is, by the way, guys, if you just calculate and don't understand chess, you may calculate this puzzle forever and you will never get answer. This is important. Before is forkable square. Let's say this attacking the queen. What I'm noticing, f3 is kind of important. Yeah, and everything is like tactical weakness. 95 is great move because it's interference. Uh, a nice defensive resource from the black side. But by the way, guys, if you don't, one of the tricks I train you to, uh, one of the tricks we do not see horse jumps under tree attacks. Like, yeah, and one of the tricks I train you, we don't see these moves, guys. And basically, it's easy if you simply slow down, yes, and come on, this move exists. Say yourself, this move exists. It's quite nice discovery. And also, you after that, you don't need to play king h8 anymore. Because if she takes with the pawn, self-blockade. If she takes with the pawn, self-blockade, even double self-blockade. If she takes with the rook, self-blockade. If she takes with the horse, self-blockade. But we probably, yeah, maybe we won't allow him to take with the horse because this horse is too strong, but maybe it's winning after rook b2, let's say. We will check. But this is definitely candidate move. It's strong attacking move. It's preventing all the counterplay, only counterplay on this diagonal in the position. And it's also create threats knight b4, rook c3, rook b2. And why is it not winning? Like, just check why is it not winning right away on the spot. Let's say he takes with the rook. f2 is also hanging pawn. This exists. This exists, and then we reach perfect king safety with king on h8 by moving the bishop away. And if it's really solution, guys, which is possible, but like let's say 25-30%, yes, of puzzles, it will be real solution. It may be eliminated. Imagine how long you need to. I mean, you can think a year about this puzzle and you won't see it if you don't understand about king safety, if you don't understand positional counterplay and you need to blockade this diagonal. You don't see diagonals. That's, by the way, I teach you in each video. Yes, this diagonal exists. Yeah, and let's say he take this and you remove your bishop from h8 square and you see multiple pieces on one square. Your king reach king safety and you can move pieces around and slowly win the game because your attack is just devastating. Let's say this. She doesn't have c5 anymore, right? Or wrong? Maybe she has. Like rook b2. Yeah, he can play something like king takes c3 queen b4. No, king d3. King d3 looks very shaky. I mean, it's very possible black can win just on the spot. Yeah. So these moves are possible, like this. Not only candidates ideas. This all of that is possible. Mm, check. Let's list out what else. So this one is quite simple positional move. Queen c5 is the way one more way to blockade. Like positionally, this blockade is diagonal also possible, but he has to push it as soon as possible. What else? Mm, we actually just have to start with the most forceful moves like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. This one I don't like. He can coordinate pieces back. Yeah, don't see the point to play this, but maybe hanging rook like takes, take this, attack the bishop. Maybe, uh, maybe this, maybe this. A lot of candidates ideas here, and the question is how to understand which is the most effective way to win the game. The simplest way. The simplest is the most effective. Let's take this. Why is it not winning? King d2 is material are equal, and there is multiple possibilities. Let's say this is possible. This one is possible, and also even rook b3 is possible blockading this diagonal back. The c5 probably. It's maybe not that effective. But yeah, even queen c5 is possible, eliminating counterplay and just move pieces around. Material are equal. Also, queen b4 is possible. C5 is not the end of the world. There is d5, e6, and interferences, and we have a lot of threats. It seems he has to take, yes, to at least keep material, extra material. And then this move exists, double check. This move exists, double check. He can play back because of this. He has these squares, no, only this square. Let's say after this. And why is it not winning? He's up a rook. Now maybe takes b2, bc3, king c1. And I'm not sure, not 100% it's winning. After the c9 b4. c5, 93 sharp. There is no tricks. Looks very shaky for him after rook takes c3. Also, let's say 95 or 94, yeah. My mind kind of got attached to this move. CD, even this, maybe plus one more. I mean, CD is just game over. We have equal material and no country play anymore. 95, I think 95 is main move in this case, right? This, yeah, or rook takes d5. 95, there's probably this, this, checkmate. Yeah, so only move this. And then it clears to it, really. Like, can I just take the pawn and threaten checkmate and yeah, and simply win the game? Looks very powerful. Queen c2 is strong threat. Rook g2. There is queen e1, rook d1. And I'm not sure. But I must make sure I eliminated this line before anything else. Let's say queen e1, rook d1. Yeah. Let me think. There is also multiple candidates moves on each move, so I'm checking all of them. No. Yeah, I don't see yet there is any clear way to win after 95. Takes. Maybe I missed something. Like many recent time, many puzzles. Yes, I see solution very quickly, and then I eliminate it, and then I miss something very simple, and I put more effort in this critical position. Check everything carefully, and I miss something like checkmate in one or two. Yeah, and I uh, move to another ways, and I mess things up. So that's why I want to put not just more effort. Yes, I just want to put much more effort in this position because I made this mistake in the past, like queen takes f2, rook d2. Am I not winning in very simple way here? Like queen e1, rook d1, queen takes d1, king d1, rook a2. Of course, I saw it from the very beginning, and let's say he has two pieces for the rook. It's very unclear. Some counterplays here. This diagonal still weak. Very not sure about this evaluation. Am I missing something very simple? I must be detached from this idea, of course, but I must clearly eliminate it. Okay, I don't think I see. I mean, I don't see it. Okay, let's move to this line, which is the most forcing, the most obvious, the most probably important. Also 94, but I kind of don't like it because knight is stronger on e4 and we don't blockade this diagonal position. It's counterintuitive, but we can check. The same line, but there is no queen f2. Ah, but there is no attack on the queen. Oh, this, game over. Oh, c5 from c3 checkmate. 95, but I have extra horse, uh, the same lines, but I have an extra horse to attack, which has to be devastating. And this, now I simply take. Yeah, this is something to be aware of. 94 looks very strong too. What's his main defensive idea or ideas? So one of my ideas was to get something like move bishop out and play king h8. Would it work if he, let's say, take with the pawn and instead of rook c3 bring bishop in? He can pin my rook with c5 here. This is one of his main resources. Yeah, probably have to take this. And I have queen f2 b2. And rook d3. Rook d3 b d3. No, it's not. Like queen f2 b2 rook d3. Looks nice. And if he takes this pattern, it's checkmate. And if he plays like something like king c2 queen e2 and king c1, is it winning after king c1? Feels quite solid for black. Probably rook c2 king d2. Yes, I have the. Can I win right now? Not that clear. Not that clear. Let me think. Just to eliminate, I must make sure I eliminate this line too. It feels quite solid. Mhm. So let's go to the main line. Basically, rook c3, the main candidate move. Why is it not winning? This cannot play king c2. She has to play, let's say, king b2. But then this, and 22 is not enough. Not clear. I will stay down a piece. Down a little. What if I take a knight to 4? King c2 this, right? Probably too much defensive resources. No, wait. Am I missing something simple on the surface? I don't have to play discovered attack after it's a king c3, right? I can just positionally blockade diagonal. He has king c2 and use white squares to escape. I also have queen f2 power as a candidate move, and then this, attacking the bishop. But material are equal, and he started to open this diagonal. And you also can bring bishop back if you will, and connect the rooks. Like king c3, queen f2, bd3, which is, and 15 looks safe, which is very counterintuitive to play this line. But maybe there is some ideas to play 95 before. Because these bishops are blockading his king and he has no good square. So king c2 knight b4 and king b2 rook. Oh, king b2 he doesn't have, king b3, rook b8, king a3 looks very horrible at queen c5 and b4. Maybe, yeah, maybe needs to check as a candidate. Idea is very counterintuitive, but also possible. Yeah, queen indirectly defending the bishop, so there's some possibilities to play this. And after this, let's say queen is defending the bishop, and bishop is defending the pawn. And maybe I don't have clear win. Maybe have, like 95. And yeah, he is again out of good squares. So king d2, bc3, again no good squares, so otherwise knight b4, king c1, and again knight b4. Asking the queen a good question, what you're going to do. And queen is kind of trapped. Like queen b3. Maybe there is the ways to attack queen. Maybe first, it's queen e2. Looks like maybe, but it's very unclear. It's not for sure. That's why, by the way, guys, I said you from the when we started with 95, yes, and I was calculating lines deeper. I said put more effort to eliminate 95, because now when we stuck a little bit, yes, in all these lines, if I did not put more effort before, I have to come back to the same line with 95. But now I don't want to come back to 95 because I already I checked it more carefully. I really put more effort before. So there is also moves like using this piece as hanging piece, like 94. The main problem, we don't want to allow c5. Yeah, we don't want to allow c5. This is forkable square enemies, but c5 is enough actually. But this is also not something that remains. Yeah. Queen f2 bit in between and play this forkable square. Yeah. Like king c2, queen f2. He has all these ideas. Rook g2 is quite active defense. Yeah. Just trade pieces. Oh, it's not good. It can't be good. This was the idea. The idea that this, but then he has this. Then I have additional squares. G7 effect. And I still have rook c3. The idea was to play queen f3 and queen h1, but she has this, and the idea was to play knight d5. Yeah, and keep in mind I have a fed square now. He cannot play king c2 knight b4, but after king b3, rook b8, king h3, queen goes back, and it's checkmate. Yeah, that was the idea, like queen f2, and I didn't clearly eliminate it. If she takes this, is idea knight b5. This. It's probably clear elimination, yeah. Just take the rook. Yeah, it's clear, yeah. Fortunately, I cannot take this pawn because I don't want to calculate a lot. And c5 is the strong move, strong idea. And basically, 94, the point was c5 doesn't eliminate it, yeah. Open up this diagonal. Yeah, the point is c5. So rook c3 and 95 still two main candidate ideas to blockade this pawn push. Can I win in another way? Like, am I forced to play rook b2? Sure. I was checking candidates, by the way. Seems so. Am I forced to play queen f2? Is there any simple move which may win the game? But it has to be thread, right? Yes, seems logical. This is the thread, and this is the thread. Rook g2 seems only more. Very forceful line. I have queen d2, 21. Anything else, John? Say queen e1, rook d1. Any simple way to win the game? Or even not simple? I see only queen d1, king d1, rook a2, but c5, open up diagonal. Rook d8. That's bc1, so he can bring bishop to and bishop back and create some counter where his pawn is far, and this is the idea, and it just and there is too many options for white to play, and I may miss one of them, so I don't want to play this line at all. Very unclear. Similarly, after takes knight d5, I don't have to remove my knight from d5. That's kind of this is kind of Garry Kasparov style. I put my horse under 4 attacks and I keep it there. Why should I remove my horse from d5? I mean, it's blockading diagonal. Yes, like this one, boom, 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 and after he plays, like let's say king d2, yes, I simply leave my horse here. Can I? And there is also queen b4 available. Check now. Yeah, I'm blockading critical square, but he has not much options. Okay, knight c3 is a fork, so let's see if he play. Yeah, he play king c1, and there is many ways to ask him important questions. But important, I also have jump in, attacking the queen, and there is no discovery because knight a2. And now I have jump in, and I also have rook b8 if I will. With idea queen c3, rook b1, queen a1 knight. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4. He has 1, 2, 3. Most likely it's winning based on evaluation. So the idea is to leave horse here. Maybe it's wrong, but this. They cannot play, like, she can play king d3 also. But I don't need to play something like, I don't need to play, remove my horse. I also have knight c3 attacking the queen. Yeah. But let's say this. I also can remove my queen threatening knight b4. I can play knight c3. I can play queen c3. But I also can bring my rook in and bishop in somehow. Let me think. This one is also counterpoint in some lines, not only this. There's some ideas with this 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 queen d4, and if let's say this knight c3, this there's some ideas like queen d1, king d1, c3 too, but it's probably just bad because he has bishop pair. Yeah, it's just bad. But this is idea. Why don't I calculate 94? C2. Yeah, I don't like this. I want to blockade the pawn positionally. Japanese. Oh, I don't have clear way to proceed. Yeah, so there's this. There's also 94, 95, 94, 97. That's 6 is pending. Then I have escape. Oh, that's maybe defensive idea too. Like, allow him what he wants. Allow him to play c5 and just put king on f8. And dark square bishop just dominate positionally. Positionally. Excuse my language. Taking c2. I'm not sure. Because c5 is stronger than any potential. Obviously, I want to prevent c5. I am ready to sack the horse for that. When b4, I wasn't sure about this position. King d3. And my question is, can I just play simple moves like rook c8, let's say? My idea is to bring rook in, yes, or rook f8, let's say, to get access to f4 square with the horse. And multiple ways. And give my horse on d5. I'm just down a rook, just a rook. It's not much. Yeah, rook f8, he cannot take queen c3 and knight f4 knight. I'm bringing one more piece to attack. Like this. This is knight d5 interference. Can do two. There's this. And bring one more. piece. Leave the horse there. Is rook f3 is strong enough, right? Not sure. Can she just take the horse? And what am I gonna do? I have this attacking the bishop. Maybe. Okay, let me think, otherwise it will never end. Not sure. Yeah, but I have not only one way to break rook in, so this ideal settings. But he can just sack the queen. And after b2, let's say, takes, has two rooks and bishop, which is more than enough. Yeah, also not good. Oh, this my initial idea was actually to bring bishop out. Yeah, and that's what's probably what is probably winning. Yeah, takes, knight d5, king d2, bishop c3, and I have king h8. No, but he cannot play king d3, and before he has king e2 and king c1. Let's say king e2. What's my idea? Yeah, my bishop is out, and what? I'm blockading my horse with my bishop. And can stay. I can still play knight before, but yeah, I saw some clear. Hmm. Do you see the win, guys? What if I just put pressure on the horse? That can be fun. Temporary. Skip all my ideas. For a moment I prevent c5 because queen c3 is a threat. Knight d5 is horrible because I mean it's self blockade and there is knight d5 queen c3 knight. Knight b5 is possible, but b2 is weak square. I can consider knight d5 rook b2 or knight d4 rook b2. And There is also rook c3 tricks at some point. This interference looks strong. Let's say this rook b2, takes king d3, and what about material? Yeah, rook and two pieces, but king is unsafe. Maybe this is candidate move. After bd2, there may be multiple ideas to leverage it, like knight d5, knight d4, knight g4 also. Say knight d5 would be 2. And my queen is on the double attacking, so on is possible. Knight d7, very simple trade with c3. If she moves the knight, now c5 was the idea, now c5 is the idea. This one is interesting. Very strong threat. c5 also opens bishop to blockade this, in case I want to checkmate him on this file. On some lines. Yeah, I can use this coverage attacks too in this puzzle, like takes, and silent move. The idea is very counterintuitive idea. After c5, there is counter check knight d5 as candidate idea. Oh, like I have just insane idea to play rook b8 and after c5 knight d5, blockading this diagonal. But it's most likely won't work. But the idea is insane. After takes, rook c3, king d2. Looks like it's not gonna work well for me. Can I just take rook d6? Rook b2, king e1. My pieces are so great, but probably nothing. But the idea is insane. It would be 8 silent move. Because the idea is c5 and d5. It's kind of computerish. But by the way, I'm overprotecting my rooks. If I have played before. 95 is also the move. c3 is hanging, rook b2 is coming. It's very simple move, very simple, and very hard to see. This also exists. And third friends probably good combination. This also candidate idea. Just bring rook in. After c5, knight d5, double check. King c2, maybe simply take queen c5. King d2, maybe simply play queen b4 something. Oh, yeah, king d2. From before king d2, and this horse is being turned, unfortunately. Yeah. But it's so creative. Am I missing something simple? d5 is the great move, by the way. Just a great move. Or even rook takes c3, d5. Interpret this. I'm saying what you're gonna do. At least from practical point of view. Prepare 94, prepare whatever. It's kind of a candidate's ideas. This is not gonna be easy. Edge call. Yeah, now I'm thinking about this. Rook takes c3, king takes c3, knight d5, and knight b4, 4. If, no, instead of queen f3. And king c2, knight b4, king d3, knight b4, b4, queen a2, and it's winning. And this, and if he goes to b5, it looks very horrible because I simply can bring pieces in, rook b8, and second and 3 queen c5. Yeah. So this, let's say, was my idea. Knight b5, his idea. Is there any checkmate with knight b7, knight c5? No. What if I change it more further? Kind of could be true. This is so on. Knight b4. Why is it not winning? I already reached this position. I had been in this position, and after, but I probably misevaluated it because there is no c5. I take knight a4 with check. When b3 I take queen e2, and they have threat. My pieces are great. c5 I can play d5. My pieces are great, but do I have threat? And material are kind of in balance. But the point, I don't have strong threat. And can I just evaluate this position and win in my questions? Cannot say for sure. It's very, very hard. Hey guys, when you want to stop, that's mean puzzle just begins for you. Do I have simple this b2 knight c3 attacking the queen, attacking the bishop? Why is it not winning? Why cannot I just simply fork him? He has moves to attack my queen too, like b3. Queen e2 check. Yeah, queen e2 check. Queen e2 is a check. Right. Is it not the simplest way to play chess? Queen f2, skewer, b2 knight c3. Attacking here and here. c5, let's say d5. Oh, c5, knight e2, sorry. It's just over. What am I missing? The x, 95. He can play king d2, but material balance and all the ideas with 95, etc. will work only better. Yeah, if there is material balance, it's not the point. Yeah, this is handing and yeah, and then before the move, I mean, it's millions of ideas there. I think this one, c2 d3 is impossible. Just take the queen, and king d2 I take, it's skewer. You have to play this, I play knight c3, g2 why not? You cannot attack my queen, I take queen e2, like, unless you play something like rook h2, but I take it, thanks. Yeah, it's just over. It's very simple solution, but the problem of this puzzle is too many candidates ideas, and it's hard to choose which one is correct. So we take. If she doesn't take, okay, I accept this computerish idea, and we'll think after that. But I mean, equal material, I have devastating attack, and it doesn't make sense for me. Takes, check. Queen d2 is only move. Check. This is skewer. b2 is only move. Knight c3. This guy's under attack, and if anything, we need to enrich it with the check. Okay, let's slowly take it. 95. King c2, knight b4. King d2. Queen f2, b2, knight c3. I don't see anything. Okay, knight d5. Slowly and carefully. Queen f2. Attacking the queen, b2, knight c3, 4. Right to right. You see, he still can play queen b3, but it's horrible. Like, I even can take. Yeah. He still can play something. Yeah. But it doesn't look good at all. Just based on evaluation. Knight c3. Queen b3. Queen a2, king c1, and what's my at very least? Knight d1 at very least, right? c5, I can still play 6. He has to take rook d1, and maybe it's not that clear, not 100% clear, but looks horrible for black, for white. maybe I'm wrong. No, knight c3 is the right move, I'm sure, but like bc3, rook b8, 24, we can briefly check, but this one is clear way to improve. But probably I have to be precise next moves. Maybe it's not that simple. 92, I don't like it to give any counterplay, any checks. But maybe I can play a6, let's say, with idea bc3. There's some ways to attack my queen already. I don't want it. This. I can play 92 if I want, but it does not much. I can play 91. I can play rook c8, c5, d5. Goes into file. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I know it's winning, but I'm not sure. I mean, I can even start to grasp material or improve my king safety, let's say, with bishop e5 to make sure my king always has the escape here. Everything has to be great. I'll just take this. Yeah. Let's say c5 is 6, rook d1, and whatever you issue in the deck c has to be good. Bring bishop to d4 and you can have a trade. But I will check with the computer. Yeah, I will check with the computer because for me it's not that clear. Okay, so king c1 and computer says queen f3 start taking pawns. Yeah, and then some tactics with after rook f1, knight e2, queen f1, knight d4, knight d3. Yeah, queen f3 says the clearest way to win. For me, it's not that simple. Yeah, it's not that simple. I was thinking about a6 was my candidate idea. Yeah, queen f3 was my candidate idea. Rook c8 was fine. d5 probably I would consider as candidate idea. To blockade this diagonal forever. d5 is bad, yeah. It's already even not bad as cd. Too many pawns. Yeah, queen f3 obviously take this, and c5, yeah, e6. And there is most likely some threats of 92, 94. I mean, open 5, yeah, draw back on this. Not that easy, guys, very hard puzzle. Yeah, underrated, I would say, because of too many candidates, most ideas. But finally, very simple win. So let's briefly check what about this. I didn't see simply hanging rook, which is horrible. Yeah, and this one is always check your lines, guys. You see, this is not winning. Yeah, this is draw, but I simply didn't see hanging rook, and guys check hanging pieces always. 94, I didn't like c5, but I didn't see hanging rook, which I mean, imagine how much could I save time if I see simple queen d3. Yeah, because I spent time to calculate all of that. Yeah, and that's, guys, how does your brain work or rather doesn't work. If you think you don't miss all of that, check your lines if you think you don't miss anything. Yeah, rook b8, knight d5. So queen f2 was a candidate idea, but I didn't. King B3 I saw in maybe 5 here and some lines. Yeah. C4 DC was. What else? Yeah, Rook C3, King C3 was the idea to play this. 95 was main move always, and King D2 I was thinking about 24. And for a long time I didn't see a simple move knight C3. Yeah. And this I wasn't sure about evaluation. I felt I have to be very precise here, but simple way start grasping pawns and interfere this and make horse bishop queen miracles in room. And so there are already threats. Yeah, there are already some threats. Like this. Yeah, too many threats. Also hangs. Just based on valuation is really out. This is 3, this one pawn is weak, this country play is not enough, king is relatively safe. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video, and I have to encourage you to always guys try to be in the coaching zone, because if I teach you these tricks, you can go to you can learn it way faster than if you learn it by yourself. An example for me, when I say you something in a split of second, in a second or two, I spent hours and hours and days and years to say these things, and it's much easier to copy first and improve after that. The best way you can do it, you simply, like, whenever you can, try to be in the coaching zone. Which, what do I mean by that? I mean by that you have enough money to invest in coaching. In this way, your life is well, whatever you do. It's not about chess; it's about everything. And in this case, you can just go to the sky in your life. Yeah, that's how cookie crumbles. Like in everything, you want to do business, hire a coach. You want to do marketing, hire a coach. You want to work with you need to sell something in your business, and you hate sales, hire a coach. That's how it works, because yeah, because this is the most powerful pattern. Even Magnus Carlsen always hires coaches, and all people on the top always hire coaches, especially if it's not your thing. Like an example, I spent a couple of years on Facebook trying to figure it out, how to find clients. And I could save a couple of years and make a lot of more money if I just would invest in coaching. And basically, if you never, most of the things I share, it's very close to impossible to discover by yourself if you don't have huge amount of efforts and time, and it takes split of second to copy them. Okay, so thank you so much for watching my video, and you can send me your lichess.com account if you want to train personally. And also I want to create community if I have enough people who is interested, because no one uh, gives how to say it politely. No one gives even a crap for that. So I won't create anything without people. It's just nonsense, because I don't want to create something which no one needs. This is common mistake, to create a course or create a community and invest a lot of time to record everything, and then just to understand I have no people, guys. So we join first and grow as we go. Yeah, and that's only way we can continue. I also have some. I also have group lessons for the guys who don't have a lot of money, as most of you. So you can reach me out, and I will try to support you as much as I can. So bye bye, Saksabye from Cambodia.